I just wanted to make a quick video of my 2017 year. I haven't been on here since March, I think. At the end of March, my husband and I went on a trip to Chicago to help out a friend to move. And my goal for that trip was to keep it keto, which I did. I definitely was keeping it keto. I think I did cave after a couple of days, and on the way home, I was just feeling really unsatisfied, and I think it's because we were eating so much fast food and nothing of like real nutritional value, and I think I had fries. I don't know why. I remember that moment because it was me breaking my keto. So the goal was to come home and get immediately back on. Well, on April Fool's Day, I ended up having the worst day ever, basically. My marriage is great and my husband is really great, but on April 1st, we had a pretty serious argument and it was just bad. I don't even remember now what it was about, and that's crazy because it was so serious. We were really angry. I was really angry at him. It wasn't a deal breaker. It wasn't anything super crazy because I can't even remember it, but it wasn't a deal breaker. I know that, obviously. There wasn't any of that, but it was just not good. We ended up, I was yelling and screaming, and I literally left, and I was gone for a couple of days, and needless to say, I was not on keto. I came home, we worked it out, we both love each other very much and wanted to like work on everything, and like we recognized where issues were, and like I can't go running off or whatever, but it was kind of like I was just still kind of like not really ready to like be here. And so my sister was going on a job interview in Philly, and so I was like, hey, I'll tag along. She was kind of commenting like she needed support, so I was like, I will tag along with you to Philly. It'll be fun. I'll fly up to Rhode Island, we'll drive. And it was actually me, her, and my cousin. There's Rocky Balboa. There's the steps. There's the steps. They're doing construction, yeah. They're doing construction on the steps.
Oh, that sucks.
Where's the bus? Fuck off! We're from out of town! Just kidding.
Oh, fucking slam this car in the bar. Fairmont Dam.
During that whole time period, I was not on keto. Watch me get hit by a car as I film this video. Oh, me and Jolene are gonna watch the sunset together.
Shut up, Morgan.
Over the ocean. Oh yeah. We're walking up here to this clam shack to get some clam cakes. Jolene, your clam cake enough for me. It was cakes. And it was ridiculous to me, the amount of food that everybody ate. Like, they ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I was like, what? Like, my sister would go to like the buffet at breakfast or whatever it was. I think they had a breakfast buffet. She was amped for that buffet, and I was like, And then she would be like, I need a food, and it's like literally like 11 or 12. She's like, and I was like, oh my god, you just ate. Like, I was stuffed from the night before still. It was crazy to me, the amount of food other people ate. They ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then we had drinks, and then we had like dessert. It was insane. But I could not keep up. Like I was just literally, I was not on that. I can't explain to you. I was just not on that wavelength. Like I was just eating, like my appetite, my stomach was shrunk, I guess. My appetite was like so suppressed. Like I just needed like a good dinner and like a coffee, and I was good. So like, yeah, it was crazy. And I did say that. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. Like I am so stuffed. Like I don't want to go eat. Like, which is not normally me, but those are the effects that keto has on me. Like good effects, as in like appetite suppression and getting a controlled eating, like control over it, not like controlled by food, not craving sweets. I wasn't on that like up down cycle of like starving stuff. And some of you might not be able to relate to this, but people with food issues will. So then the plan was to come home, detox off the junk I ate. I ate at like Chili's and like all these places, detox off that, get back on my keto. I was still in that keto healthy eating kind of mindset. It was kind of still there. So I came home from that trip and I was getting settled in, and I was home not even a week, and I was just getting settled back in with work and getting stuff done. And it may have only actually been like 3 days when my mother called me and she said, Grandma is not gonna make it. She had a severe stroke and she was just not gonna make it, and we needed to get home. And so I flew back to Rhode Island because my sister lives in Rhode Island, and then we drove together up to Maine. Maybe you should leave it Waze on, just to have it on. Providence. Is this really Providence? It looks so little. There has to be more to it.
We're in Rhode Island, dude. Are you kidding? This is as good as it gets.
Where's the Capitol building? I can't really see it. That was it.
Boston's at the BB? God, do you think we should go?
What is it?
Boston's at the BB? Converse. Oh, that's Converse. Not Converse.
Fucking liars. I am so warm right now. Country road, take me home to the place.
Hold on, I'll pay for it.
Okay, babes, we are in New Hampshire, and you know what that bridge means. That's where Maine. Take me home to a place I love, Maine. Mountain mama, take me home, country road. Woo-ha! We are in Maine. We made it. We got there literally in the nick of time, and she passed exactly like 20 minutes later. Like we went there, saw everybody. I chose not to see her, and I didn't want to see her ill. I have a lot of good memories of her being like young and healthy, younger and healthy, and I loved my grandma, and I just wanted to remember her like that. And I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. There was some beautiful stuff going on for her, and it was really great. The family came together. I had a good time seeing everybody, but just the circumstances were not good. But yeah, grandma, yeah, loved that lady. When it came to food, being there, I ended up staying at my sister's house. It was really great. I loved it there. And of course, when I got there, the first thing I did was go grocery shopping, and I bought food for everything and everybody. And I bought a lot of junk. I bought like big containers of muffins, and I bought like refrigerator full of food, juice, eggs, like sandwich meat, like bread, like a lot of desserts. I bought a lot of like cheesecakes and pies. I guess because it was around a funeral and just the comfort of it, and there was going to be so much family coming in and out and so much like reminiscing. It's just a culture thing, I guess, and that's like one thing I need to work on now that I talk about it, is everything revolving around food all the time, and that's truly the case. I had a lot of stuff. I think we made like breakfast for dinner one night, and it was like pancakes or waffles and eggs and all this. Hey, Caitlin! Wyatt, what'd you guys have? Demolish that shit quick. Did you steak?
Oh, you gonna eat?
No.
She had a diet wrap.
This ends up on YouTube, Morgan. I will legit report your YouTube account, BT Dubs.
And baby Joey. Hi.
Fine, I'll have a pancake, you guys.
Hi, Kelly. And the little kids' tables. Gotcha.
I have Slim Jim, okay?
I was just eating without even consciously making good choices. It was about comfort and just family, and I was just eating meals that were just crazy high in calories at that point. Even though at the beginning of April I had not eaten healthiest, but I was still kind of like, you know, committed to that way of eating. By the end of April, I was full-blown back in the food. And when I say in the food, I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but I was like back full-blown eater, like eating for, you know, I was just eating compulsively, I want to say, maybe is the word, but I was just eating with, you know, I was eating when I was hungry, obviously. But so essentially I got home at the end of April, and all of April was gone. I didn't work but maybe 2 days in April. It was a total wash. It was rough, and it was just So then move on to May. I really don't have any really strong memories. Okay guys, it is May the 3rd, and we are cleaning out the pool, opening the pool. Just the cover, we're just trying to get the water out of the last of it. Look how good it looks. It's not green. I think we did a damn good job closing it. Dashwini knows what's up. Can't wait to get in the pool. Dashwini, you want to come in? Come on. You want swimming? We're about to chlorinate this guy, and we're filling it up. So yeah, getting the pool ready. So excited. So nice in here. I'm literally in the pool. Maya got out of school middle of May. Decided that Audrey was going to come down with my brother, so it was going to be my niece and my brother and Amaya all summer. And we did that because my sister needed to get reestablished and get on her feet, and it would just give her some time to do all that and get restructured. And we'd never done that before, but Audrey was at that age where she could handle it, and my mom had to work all summer, so it just worked out. When Wyatt and Audrey arrived in mid-June, we did go back on keto.
Melina.
You're welcome. Do you like it?
Yes. I've been wanting her forever.
I'm glad. We were going to eat healthy as a family, and we did. We ate keto. We had a lot of cauliflower and broccoli, and we did a lot of grilling, and we did a lot of salads, and they didn't eat anything bad. They didn't eat macaroni and cheese. They didn't eat any junk. They didn't eat any ramen. You know, like they like to make that ramen stuff. Ugh. So we were all as a family going to get on keto, get healthy over the summer, and just keep going through the whole entire summer. Yeah, June the 24th, we were at Home Depot buying stuff to build an American Girl dollhouse when we got a really bad call. Second one this year, and this time it was my husband's mom, and she was not going to make it. Very similar to my grandmother's situation, just that one call where they're like, she's not gonna make it, and you're just like, ugh. It was just crazy. So we were actually in the midst of a really bad tropical storm. The whole airport was not even flying out. So we got a ticket for the very next morning. I think 8 o'clock in the morning was like the first ticket available. We got a ticket for just my husband, and he went out there. He flew out the next morning, and while he was in the sky, she passed away. And at that point, I couldn't even really fathom that it had happened yet. It didn't seem like it was supposed to happen. It didn't seem like it was real. So he went out there, and he stayed out there for a couple of days, and while he was out there, I went and got new tires on the truck, and I just got stuff ready. I gave the puppies a bath. I packed all the kids. I hooked the trailer to the truck. And Wyatt is 16 and he has a permit. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be useful because yeah, that's a 12-hour drive. So I had 3 kids. Maya and Audrey were in the back seat of the truck, and then I had 2 puppies, Dash and Lola, and Wyatt, and I had the trailer, and we just hauled butt to Texas.
Crazy flooding.
I don't even want to really talk about my mother-in-law at this point because I know it'll make me cry, so I'm not going to really say much about her except for she is dearly missed. She was just so team Morgan. Like, I just miss her to death. I don't think anybody on this earth like rooted for me as much as she did. I mean, my own mother of course loves me to death, but she just had a special gift and she just loved me to death, and I just loved her to death, and I just can't. We actually had booked a hotel, but when we got out there, the neighbors that lived across the street from my husband's parents, they have a house and a guest house over here. There's like their house, then way over here there's a guest house. Like the bottom part is like game rooms and bathroom, and the whole top part is an apartment that overlooks the pool. So they were like, oh, just stay at the guest house, and I was like, that is crazy nice of you guys, and we will most definitely, we accepted the offer. Okay, this is our little pool house apartment, and this is the deck. All the kids stuff is on it. Hi, Jermaine. I just wanted to show you how nice it was. This is the pool, palm trees, and this is just part of the yard. It's Puppies. Come on, come on. Thank God they do outside stairs. And there's a little thing with a code on it so you can get in. They're sleeping. Maya, Wyatt, and Audrey. And there is a huge window right here that overlooks the pool. Shh. Slide a diving board. And then Jermaine brought this from his parents' house for if I can have a desk. He's gonna try to find a bigger table. An air purifier. The kitchen, that's all trash. A cute little kitchen. And then here's the bedroom. And then over here, the little bathroom. And then there's a tub. So that's the house we're staying at, guys. We're about to get in the shower and orange.
Yeah, right. Let Bobby know.
You like it? What's it taste like?
Good.
Let me see it. Yummy. Getting them in your mouth? Well, we were in Texas for the 4th of July, and I remember we were there because Wyatt really wanted to get a slushie from 7-Eleven on 7-Eleven. So we were there until after July 11th. We were there for quite a while, from the maybe 3 weeks. We were there for a while. So then we got home, we had a couple of weeks to ourselves, and then my parents, my mom, my other brother, my older brother, my sister Kelly, my brother's wife, their 3 little kids, my sister Jolene. The only one who didn't come was my sister Caitlin, and they all came down here. Jolene was actually moving down here to South Carolina, so everybody hauled down here.
Let these memories follow you around. In hindsight, take off with you all night, burning it down.
It's gonna be a rager. Yeah, it's gonna be like.
In the house tonight, have a good time.
She's so not like her mom. Is stupid.
Why?
She's just not.
Tonight, I wanna see you shake it.
You think you're a chipmunk in the tail. You think
she's in a bubble party.
Okay, tuck that side of your hair behind your ear if you can, so you can show your face. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your audition. It's on video. Come on. Why? It's for your dad. Why don't you want to do it? You're gonna have to do it in front of cameras in there, in front of other people you don't know. So do it for your dad as practice.
After the audition.
So the whole tribe from Maine came down, so that was a whole nother, everything revolving around food. They were here until around like the 12th of August. So yeah, a lot of eating, a lot of family. And then they went home, and then September. September the 28th, and it is probably around 86. It's still kind of chilly, but we are out here enjoying the pool for a couple last days. Dashmini! Just a couple last days, and I think we did start eating better, but I don't think I was really, maybe I was trying. I don't really recall September. Not really so much. And then October, Maya's birthday is mid-October, and we went on vacation for her birthday. We spent the weekend at Wilderness of the Smokies. It's a water park resort with an indoor water park, a huge indoor water park, which is perfect for October. And then we did the whole Pigeon Forge, like all the rides, and we did a lot of shows. We did the Titanic Museum and the Dollywood Dixie Stampede, which is like a movie theater that you, it's like a theater but you eat, kind of like medieval times. It was great, but I'll never do it again. I just can't stand the smell of horses while I'm eating. Like, this is not for me. And the way they serve you, like, you get a whole rotisserie chicken and you have to eat it with your fingers, was not for me. So it was really sweet, but I will not be going back there. So that passed October, November came around, it was like Thanksgiving, then Christmas. Still snowing, guys. Cannot believe this is December 8th. Look at these snowflakes. A lot of snow on the roof, and look at the accumulated. It's like at least 2, maybe 3 inches in places. That is insane for Georgia. Look at the snow on the fence. See how high it is? Insane. It's creepy because there's no power in the store. I'm here in the dark shopping. Here is the light of Ingles, and we are pulling someone. See in the rear view, we're pulling someone up the hill. And look at the trees. They're all down sloping. Really crazy. This is still a slope, but yeah, you should be okay right here. This is still a slope, but you should be okay. Look at that. That snow. We got like about 7 inches so far, maybe a little more. We went in the store. Ingles, the power went out. Okay, I'm gonna send you this. Oh my god. I wish we had some wood. I definitely want to get some wood for Christmas when Aunt Bessie's here. Jermaine, people are asleep.
Yeah, right.
You're right. It's 7:30 in the morning.
I think not.
No, it's not. 7:30 in the morning. And that's where we are now. We're after New Year's. So yeah, that is what happened my whole entire year. So that is basically my year in a nutshell. I thought I had 2017 down packed. I thought I was gonna like kill it, and then it literally like dragged me by my hair like down the street. Like it just got me. Like there was like a lot going on. There was like a lot. And I really was gonna put on clothes for this, but I was like, I match. This whole thing looks like it just goes. Like, so I couldn't put on a shirt. Like, and you guys know, like, I love doing videos in the evening time in my pajamas, because this when I do it, like when I have nothing to do and I'm done working, and I'm just like, but I was gonna throw on a shirt, some pajama bottoms, but it matched too good. It just looks so matchy-matchy. Okay guys, I'm gonna go look for another video. I'm gonna be updating you on what I'm doing now, what I'm doing next, what is the plan, and the way of eating, the New Year's resolutions, and what I'm doing. So watch those if you want to know, and if not, then I wish you guys the best and bless you for watching this, and thank you for the support, and I love you guys. Bye.
That makes me the laugh. Ah. I need to brush my mane today. It's a little too poofy. Too poofy.